we got a lot of titles to discuss though. So was it the young bucks at Borussia Dortmund that make something happen? I don't know.
I think so. I think it was the Erling. I mean, I don't know, how do you fit Erling Haaland into Jaden Sancho? But
Okay.
that duo, and I think you put it best on Instagram. That duo is very easily the best U21 duo on the planet.
Mm,
No ifs, ands, or buts. I
okay.
I, I don't see how you talk through that, right? But yeah, they won. Not only did they beat Red Bull Leipzig last weekend, they also then beat a midweek. I believe it was a 4-2 score line.
Okay.
Blitzed them essentially and lifted the DFB Pokal trophy. And Holland had two, and Sancho had two, right?
Mm-hmm. Two braces.
Yeah,
Sancho is killing Leipzig.
it
I don't
is.
know what the Leipzig defenders did to him, but he has no mercy. Sancho Sancho doesn't have any mercy with
Yeah,
Leipzig.
wait. What is it from the Last Dance? That's become like the best meme in the world. It's Michael Jordan sitting there like this, and he goes, "And I took that personally."
Yeah, yeah.
Jaden
Sancho is
Sancho
the
took something personally.
exactly like Leipzig. Did you see what Haaland did to Upamecano?
Yeah, I did.
What? No, not why. Haaland is a beast. Like I was watching it, and I even said, "Whoa, whoa, what
Yeah,
is happening? We
yeah.
got two special talents playing. That's you had more though. I wanted to ask you though, does Sancho start
Ooh.
for England?
Ah, I mean, in my notes, I would love to see Sancho start for England. I don't think you can leave him on the bench right
Mm-hmm.
now based on this form. If he actually keeps this form, I mean, we're less than a month away, Alex.
True.
You know, that's a big deal. You bring him in this type of form as he's full fitness. I don't know how you don't put him in front of a. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how you construct that midfield, but
I
as you
agree.
said last week, Gareth Southgate has a wonderful problem that he has to solve.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
and you got a couple of kids now with Jude Bellingham. He played 45 minutes for Dortmund, and Gio Reyna, he came on at the end to have that 1 minute. That still, it's a minute played.
Well,
Like
yeah, and I gotta say, Americans are picking up a lot of trophies this year. It's
yes,
pretty historic, not just for Gio Reyna to do what Christian Pulisic did in 2017, I think it was. He lifted
yes,
the trophy as well. But look at who has lifted other trophies this year. You got
mm,
Serginho Dest
mm-hmm,
winning the Copa del Rey. You have Weston McKennie
mm-hmm,
winning the Coppa Italia. You have Mark McKenzie,
yeah.
Philadelphia Union boy, winning the Belgian Cup. Brendan Aronson winning both the league and the cup in Austria. I don't know if I'm missing anybody. Oh, Zach Steffen. I know he won the EFL Cup final and he won the Premier League. Obviously, he is their second string, but he was on the field, I believe, for that EFL Cup final, and I may have gotten that wrong.
I,
But that's a lot of Americans, man.
and
When
you got Pulisic or Zach Steven getting the Champions League.
one one American is all you need to make history. That's how young we are when it comes to this. But yes, one
Congratulations.
of them will be winning the Champions League final. And I forgot to, there's another big one out here, and that's Timothy Weah could take another step closer today, winning the League One title with Lille.
Oh,
So
we did mention Lille in the last episode. So if you want to check out on YouTube, the
yeah,
Lille, the Lille. Sorry, I interrupted you, but I just wanted to plug it.
no worries. Hey, I ran out of the I was at the end of the list anyway.
You got so many U.S. players now. It's
Great.
I won't say I feel jealous because I'm here in Portugal, but
Yeah.
you certainly have a better future than you had in the past.
Oh,
So
absolutely. There's no doubt. No
exciting
doubt.
times. And I want to say that Borussia Dortmund fans, prepare yourselves because I feel like Sancho's leaving. But
Hmm.
uh, there's a quote that Sancho said when he got the DFB Pokal, and that quote said, "We are a big club. We should win trophies." Oh, Oh, what's happening?
Visitor.
Oh, we got a feature.
Someone just woke up from a nap. You might have heard the crying in the background. This is my little wonder kid. This is Sophie. Hi.
Hi, Sophie.
Say hi to Alex over in Portugal. We were just talking about Jadon Sancho and how Alex does think he's going to leave Dortmund. What do you feel? She doesn't care. She just doesn't care. All right, you want to go back with mommy? Okay.
Bretson, you're a lucky guy. You're lucky.
Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, she. You might have heard her screaming in the background. She woke up from a nap and wasn't very happy about it. So that's my life right now.
It's worth it. Oh, fantastic. I love to see it. I love to see it.
Yeah, podcasts and family. What better way to do it, right?
This is what I said the last podcast. We're just having a good talking about football, having fun, and showing it to people. Because we got good feedback, so we're happy. But as I was saying, Sancho did say that he wanted Dortmund to flip the script and start winning trophies. For that to happen, they'll need to keep Haaland. But who do you think would be a good deal for Dortmund to get? Patston Daka maybe if Haaland leaves.
Yeah, the issue there is I think Leipzig, that's already kind of spoken for.
Brian Broby.
Yeah, well, you got Broby, but I believe Jesse Marsch is going to bring Patson Daka with him to Leipzig. Okay. To be honest, I think he'd be stupid not to. But from a Dortmund perspective, geez, how do you replace? Wait, the question is replace Sancho or replace Haaland?
Well, you have to replace both. I assume so.
Yeah, well, I'm going to make a bold statement here. I'm going to make a bold statement.
Okay.
I think both are staying another year.
No. Sancho's staying at Dortmund. Look, I would love to see it. I'd love to see it, and I did mention that this comment that he said that Dortmund needs to start winning. But you see, I even mentioned United. I feel like Sancho's going to United.
Yeah, well.
So
I think
wasn't there a gentleman agreement to leave between Sancho and Dortmund? Fabrizio mentioned it.
I'd have to have him refresh that because I don't know. But Michael Zorc has been pretty clear that Haaland is a Dortmund player and is going to remain a Dortmund player for another year. He's like, I've said this 4 or 5 times. And the question is whether or not Haaland has any sway power with Sancho or does Sancho just head back? But it is more likely that it's going to be them replacing Sancho than Haaland. I'll definitely give you that. Yeah,
I agree. If they were to replace Sancho, I think a good find would be Nani of PSV.
Okay.
He's got really good technique. He has good direct goal involvements in Eredivisie. Yeah. I think he had an injury though, but I think they could snatch him up for a good deal. And
they most certainly could. Yeah.
20 million?
Yeah, easily.
Why do you think Sancho's gonna stay in Holland too? What has that thought in your head?
I gotta go with unfinished business. And you have a core there. You got to remember that they actually got bit by the injury bug pretty badly. You have Witsel out. Of course, I'm going to. A lot of their defense was injured most of the year.
Right?
Yeah, and you're relying. You got an 18-year-old in Reina. You got Sancho's 21. You got Haaland who's 20, 21, right? Yeah. You've got this core that seems like they want to get stuff done. And there's unfinished business there. I think Sancho wants to stick around in order to take care of that unfinished business. And that's at least give Bayern the run for the money that they promised their fans. And they haven't done so yet. So I'll eat crow. I get it. It's a business. And it is nice to think of Sancho blitzing, Premier League defenses, whether it's in red or blue or whatever. But ultimately, I think the better narrative, the better story would be imagine Borussia Dortmund somehow finding a way past the giant that is Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
Wishful thinking.
I still feel like Sancho's gonna see the money of the top four in England, or the top six now with Leicester.
Sure.
And I'm not saying Leicester's gonna get him, but I do feel he's gonna be very tempted to going back to England. It's gonna be very difficult, very difficult. It's and you got Bayern now with Nagelsmann, Upamecano. I'm gonna say they're gonna win the league. So I'm I'd like to be hopeful with Dortmund because they got such a good young core, and they got Yusufa Mukoko maybe going absolutely bonkers next season because he's 16 still. But and they have a world class player. He's injury prone, but Marco Reus, he deserved this title. You know, he stayed. He's the captain of the club. He's been an academy player. He lives and dies for Borussia Dortmund, and Marco Reus deserves more than anyone this trophy. And I feel like there's such a good bond between all the group. I feel like Sancho really respects Reus. Haaland respects Reus. Piszczek at the end, he was crying. Did you see it? It was a lovely moment, team moment. Haaland went absolutely Viking mode as he always does, and had a huge jump, a huge jump. But I feel like there's a good core at Borussia Dortmund.
Yeah.
It's, I do understand it. I'd love to see it too staying, but
yeah, and you know it's not quite like for like, but now that I've thought about it, them bringing Alex Isaac back from Sociedad, it's not like for like from Sancho to Isaac, but man, his form has been absolutely phenomenal in La Liga, and it always made me wonder and kind of cringe how you bought him and you never had the chances to throw at him in order to see what he could do, and it'd be. You know me, I'm all about narratives. It would be wonderful for him to walk back and get it done in front of the yellow wall. But that is going to be something to watch, and I'm sure the headlines will do nothing but prognosticate about who's going to be the next one to potentially fill the gap or the shoes left by Sancho. But I think Dortmund's year would have been different if Sancho had stayed healthy. And you can say that about any year. But man, he's showing right now how big of a piece he is to that puzzle.